have your inspirations, have they shifted since that trip, or do you feel like it sort of shifted with that trip, or was it similar before? Like, I love, and people can go and look at your Instagram and your website and your art on the collective, but you really have an overall, there's like a softness, like a femininity. There's just something about your aesthetic that's like romantic, soft. I think of blushes. I think of course, blue, but just like creamy hues. Has that kind of always been part of your aesthetic, or tell me about that?
Well, like from way in the beginning, back in elementary school, high school, actually looking back at my art, I never did soft colors. I always did like just, but two colors that they give you that's,
Uh-huh.
available at school. And I always painted things that were real, or we had to do copies of other artists like
Mhm.
Van Gogh. I did Sidewalk, is it City Cafe or Sidewalk Cafe at night?
Yes.
I love that one. So it was like darker, bolder colors. And it seemed like people are like the cafes. I don't remember exactly when it was. It was before my trip, but I had discovered Cy Twombly and Rothko.
Yes.
And that's when I really started doing abstracts. Before that was all like actual objects. I love the messiness of Twombly, just like random marks and just kind
Mhm.
of and I loved how he put, like, kind of whitewashed his colors. He, like, would blend whites on top of them and just
Yes.
it just lightened everything up and put, like, an interesting layer. So I just kinda started experimenting with that.
Do you do
And
glazes now, or kind of like a glaze, like a wash over your different
do
inks?
I kinda experimented with that, and I wanna do more of that. I just recently bought glazes and different mediums, like, to mix in with the paint. Before, I was just doing the basic things. And actually, I was just doing the colors available at like Hobby Lobby and the little
Oh, sure.
bitty containers that would run out so fast. And I just recently started buying like the better quality paints and
Have you seen a
the-
difference with those?
absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, some of the cheaper paints actually I love and they work,
Mhm.
but some of the better quality ones, they're just like a thicker, creamier, and
Yeah,
like when they finish, they're like glossier and shinier.
yeah,
And just like more of a brilliant color.
agreed.
So that really helps the painting look prettier whenever the paint actually dries. Because the other paint sometimes, like when you paint it, it looks beautiful when it's wet, and then it
Yes.
dries like it's dull, flat color. And it's like, "Ugh, I
Yeah,
thought it was fine. Now I need to go back and do something else."
yes.
Yeah, that is helping. And I started going to Lowe's and getting like paint samples, just trying out different colors that I like. Yeah, finding my favorites, and then, eventually, I'm planning to buy, like, the gallons of my favorites, so it'll be easier to do larger paintings.
That's such a smart option. I love that,
Yeah,
and it'll be consistent.
yeah. I've got the little watercolor papers, the 4 by 6 papers, and I do, like, little practice ones, like, brought my little things to show you, but,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, so I, like, blend the
Oh,
different
I love
colors,
that. Do
so
you
once
sell your 4 by 6s as well?
I do. I do like little pop-up art shows and things, and I sold a few of this recent, style that I'm doing there.
Mhm.
And, that's kind of what I guess made me want to start focusing on it because they did really well. I sold like the paper ones, the canvas, larger ones. So I was like, oh, people are kind of liking this, and it's so fun to paint. Like I love just experimenting with color combinations and the textures. So I think this is kind of working out for me. I want to kind of focus on this year. I mean, I'm gonna paint other things also, but this is like my little comfort zone right now.
Well, it's not only is it a comfort zone, but it's so smart. You're doing what I always say is so smart, to paint what you love to paint that people are responding to saying that they love to buy. Because, I mean, I always want to paint what I love to paint, but if no one wants to buy it, then I have like a problem of having a bunch of paintings
Right.
and no time. But if you can marry the two with like people are going, oh, I love this, and you're getting that response when they're giving you certificates of appreciation called dollars, and then and you're getting to paint what you love. That is such a sweet spot, and I know everyone can't see it, but if you hold it up again, we do put some clips on YouTube you can show, and then people can also go on your Instagram and see some of your latest work. But this is beautiful and honestly so smart. I this year am going to be doing a few more smalls. I used to
That's
never
nice.
do, like, 5 by 7s, and I haven't done 4 by 6s, I don't know, in so long. But when I did, like, a retreat, in November, I painted, like, 2 5 by 7s kind of on a whim. I didn't even bring the panels myself. Not borrowed, she gave me. Another artist gave me 2 to use, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, I love painting large, but there's something so nice about the
Yes, it's so
freedom
cozy.
of something small because you're not worried about messing up. You're like, "It's just a little thing, like, it's fine if it's doesn't turn out,"
Right.
you know? So I love that.